I'm Frank Marcus of Motor Trend, and I'm about to go for our first ride in the 2024 Corvette E-Ray. So what is the Corvette E-Ray? Well, it's the first all-wheel drive Corvette. It's the first electrified hybrid Corvette. On the outside, it's a Z06 bodywork, so the wide body fenders and flares and the wheels and tires are all Z06. Underneath the skin, from the back, it is pretty much a stock Z51 engine underneath the hood. 495 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. Then, when you move forward, it becomes all the hybrid gear is up here. In the center console tunnel area, we have a 1.9 kilowatt-hour battery pack. A power optimized battery, not an energy optimized battery. No relation to the Ultima batteries at all. They work kind of like ultra capacitors. They charge very quickly, discharge very quickly. Then up in the front, preserving the entire front space just about, is an electric motor that adds another 160 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. And these powertrains are only connected through the road. There is no mechanical connection whatsoever, just software. So those numbers are completely additive. You will feel a maximum of 655 horsepower and 595 pound-feet of torque.
I'm gonna go into Z mode and get into launch control.
Z mode and launch control.
Yep.
All righty.
Shock and awe coming right up.
Quickest Corvette ever?
Yeah.
Production.
Yep. Launch control's ready. Foot on the floor. Here we go.
All right.
0 to 100.
And also the heaviest Corvette production car ever, right? So that's pretty impressive because all of the weight added for this had to pay its way, right?
It did, yeah.
You had to, if you're anything we put in here, it had to be able to, you know, make sure the car went fast enough to cover it. So
next up we have an autocross.
All right.
So we'll do like a lap and a half of that. So I turned everything off.
Okay. We're gonna just do 2 laps. So are you gonna leave it in the, not the Charge Plus mode? We're gonna burn the battery down on these 2 laps.
Burn it down.
But if you wanted to do 40 laps, if you put it in Charge Plus, it will attempt to keep that battery up so that on every corner exit you've got max.
Yeah, right now, if you had the longest straightaway, it would just keep pouring the coals on the front. Here we go.
All right, let's go autocrossing in the heaviest Corvette ever.
On all seasons.
On all seasons.
In 40-degree weather.
Oh, very nice.
So it's a little tail happy still.
Yeah, good.
So we like that.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
We didn't want to get rid of that. So it's got some playfulness to it for sure.
Sure.
So from
and you're pulling out of these turns pretty nice with the front end digging in.
Oh yeah.
Not too much changes on the interior of the E-Ray, but there are some new features. There's a stealth mode that allows you to creep into your neighborhood after curfew for maybe up to 4 miles at up to 45 miles per hour. There's also a couple of buttons down here on the side of the console. One is called Charge Plus. What that allows is it allows you to prioritize filling up the battery. So if you're heading to a track day or something and you want to be sure you've got a full battery, you push that button. If you're going to do an extended lapping session, 5 or 6 or 8 laps, then you press this button, and now every time you're off the power a little bit or on the brakes a little bit, it's prioritizing filling up that battery so that on every corner exit, you've got as much battery power to work with as possible. If you just want to do a hero lap, you leave that off and make sure you use up the entire battery on your one big hero lap. So those are the big differences there. The screens also offer a number of hybrid optimized power flow and so forth options. So where does the Corvette E-Ray fit into the lineup? Well, you got to think of the Corvette lineup as like family tree. So you've got your Stingray and Z51, and then if you want to go ultimate track performance, you've got Z06 over here, and now E-Ray is more of a gentleman performance, grand touring, high confidence, yet high performance option on the other side here. Pricing is similar to the Z06. It'll start at about $104,300 for a coupe and $111,300 for the convertible. The 2024 Corvette E-Ray goes on sale in the second half of 2023. Keep it right here to Motor Trend for more on the E-Ray and everything else automotive.